couldn't believe what I was hearing. Who is that person? I didn't recognize myself. When you stop drinking, everybody thinks, oh, your life's so much better, isn't it? No, it's all the problems, all the things you've been avoiding are still there.
What inspired you to write this book and why?
If you need change, ask for help. It's not weakness. That's probably the strongest thing you could do. And I'd like to be able to just help people that are going through transitions. You know, I used to be a victim. Woe is me. So it's not on anybody else, really.
What's your future vision of Scott? What are you thinking? Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of What is Your Story, where we interview some amazing business owners, entrepreneurs, nonprofits in the Temecula Valley. And today we have the pleasure of having some amazing business owner, Scott Thorrington. He's the CEO of a locally owned wholesale plumbing supply store, one of the biggest in the whole valley. You might think that's boring, but wait till you hear his story, you guys. Now, over 4 years sober, Scott's core values are authenticity, humor, personal growth, and creativity. He's a writer. He's deeply passionate about helping others, finding immense fulfillment, and supporting those on their own journeys toward healing and self-discovery. We are going to unpack everything and hear his story, you guys. Welcome, Scott.
Hello.
How's it
Thank
going?
you for having me.
Yeah.
It's going terrific. Excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, I was just like, man, we're waiting to have you on my podcast. You're so
thank you.
popular.
Well, I don't know about
It took
that.
me. It took
but
me
yeah,
a year
yeah.
to get you on my show here. So I'm so honored to have you on, and really would like to hear your story. Why don't you start from the beginning?
Well, I mean, what beginning? We want to go back
The
to
beginning, how like get into the plumbing business. Let's
Oh,
just start with the plumbing business.
man, that's so I used to be in IT, people call, oh, this isn't working, reboot, and getting laid off from that job. My mom and stepdad had moved back from California to Illinois. I grew up in Illinois, go Chicago Bears. And I happened to mention one day that, yeah, I did a phone interview for a job in Florida.
Right.
And my mom, stepdad go, what? You would move? I gotta, support my family, so sure. Next day they come to me and they're like, we're moving back to California. Bob's gonna, take his old position back as general manager of Express Pipe and Supply, a locally owned
Right.
plumbing wholesaler. Would you be interested? People always need plumbing. I was like, oh, well, I don't know. Let me talk to the wife. And I went home and asked my wife, and I don't think I even got the word California out of my mouth. And she's like, yes, let's go. And so packed up 2 kids, 2 dogs, towed a car to California. And
Right. What year was that again?
2008.
Okay.
Just before the big collapse.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
we had just bought our house, and then boom.
Yeah.
So and started in
So when
plumbing
you moved
at the
to
bottom.
to California, you moved directly to like the Temecula Valley.
Correct. Yep, we've been here 17 or 18 years now.
Okay. And so then, what made you get into the plumbing, supply business?
Just the opportunity with my
Mhm.
stepdad said, it supported me my whole life. My
Right.
dad before me. I interviewed and applied for a job with Express Pipe and Supply and got it, and started in the warehouse and driving, and just kind of worked my way up from there.
Nice.
Worked at a couple other wholesalers over the years, and then had an opportunity with Wind Supply,
Right.
and actually my stepdad had opened up Escondido Wind Supply,
Okay.
and he was a couple years into that, and I was working at Ferguson at the time, and he's like, hey, we're making money. I need a succession plan, somebody I can trust. Would you be interested in coming over and being operations manager? And
Right.
5 years, I'll teach you how to run a business and you can take over. And, but figured if he can teach me how to run a business, I can take that anywhere, despite what happens.
Right.
So I said, sure. And so went to work for him, and 4 months into the 5-year plan, there was a accident in Temecula at the Temecula Valley Nelson, and their president wasn't there anymore. And within 3 months, they asked if, I'd like the opportunity to run it. And I had no idea how to run a company, anything to do with it. But I said, yeah, let's go.
And see,
That's
what
so,
happens.
say yes and figure it out as you go. But
you figure it out as you go.
Yeah, like a month in, I'm like, oh, geez,
that's what I learned. You always say yes. Always say yes and
say yes
figure
to
it out.
opportunities, yeah, and figure it out. So that was 12 years ago.
Okay.
So yeah.
So then, what made you get into writing? So now,
Man.
So I'm looking at this book that you gave me, by the way, and you signed. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no,
Look
absolutely.
at this.
Hey,
this is so
that, and
amazing.
$5 might get you a cup of coffee or something. I don't know.
Maybe someday I might sell it for $2,000 on eBay. You never know. So tell me about this book. You're okay. You're okay, right?
You're okay. Yeah.
What inspired you to write this book, and why?
It's a poetry book. I've always, growing up, I wanted to be a writer, in grade school, middle school, high school, and then life happens and you wind up going different directions. And, for whatever reason, I wound up finding myself drinking too much, using alcohol as a numbing agent from life's problems and emotional issues. And I reached a point where I'd just had an incident with a customer, out to dinner, drinking too much, didn't remember the evening, and the customer called me the next day, and I was like, oh, hey, sorry if I embarrassed, myself. A guy didn't, joking around. He's like, well, this happened.
Right.
And honestly, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, who is that person? And yeah, I didn't like what I was hearing. I didn't recognize myself. And, looking back on it, man, how long have I been acting this way? And it was a wake-up call. Thank goodness for that person. They had enough humanity and the grace to give me to be human, and allowed me to reflect on my behavior and how I'd been behaving and not really realizing it. And from that day forward, I'd stopped drinking, and that was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
But when you stop drinking, everybody thinks, oh, your life's so much better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. No, it's all the problems, all the things you've been avoiding are still there.
Okay.
And then you don't have that numbing agent, the alcohol, to suppress it all.
So how do you cope with that?
Yeah. What do you do?
What do you do?
And I didn't know, but I knew I wanted to change things. So I did like what most people do. I went out and started Googling, hey, I feel this way. What do I do to change it? And, it suggested life coaches and things like that. Found one, started working with her. Shout out Pauline Wynn. Helped me change my life, right? It took me to do it too.
Is she a life coach?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And I don't know, about a year into working with her, I just need to get stuff out of my head. I just need things to help me stay sane. So I started writing poetry. And I realized, man, there was nowhere. I mean, it's a big transition. There was nowhere I could go to talk to it besides, with the life coach and all that, but just to have someone to get things off my chest or whatnot. So that was part of it.
Right.
Doing is writing the book, and it's, my poetic journey through life's realizations, struggles, and healing. And it was my way to show people there's hope.
Yeah.
Right. If I can change, and I was a pretty big, heavy drinker, never thought I'd stop drinking. And, and that was just the symptom to something deeper that I worked on.
Right.
But you can do it. You can make change, even though it's scary and
So somebody's listening right now, and they're probably going through the same thing,
Mm.
drinking and all that.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give them?
You just got to be able to, I mean, you got to reach a point where you do it for yourself, as cliche as that sounds,
Mm-hmm.
but realize, man, I don't like who I'm seeing in the mirror. I didn't like my behaviors. I didn't like, and if you need change, ask for help. It's not weakness. It's not putting yourself down. That's probably the strongest thing you could do.
So ask for help.
Ask for help.
Okay.
Yeah. Life coach, a therapist, AA, if it's drinking or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
ask for help and realize it's okay. And you can be okay, right? You might be lost, you might be broken, you might be this, but with intention and hard work
Yeah.
and open perspective on how things could be or differently how you see them,
Yes.
you can make change in your life. And so, yeah,
Just like how
be
you
open and ask
changed.
for help. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So then you started writing these poems, right?
mhm,
And
yep.
you wrote them what, like just on a piece of paper here and
My
there, this
phone,
and this
piece of
and that?
paper,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the notes, and just, man, when something would be on my mind or bothering me,
Right.
I'd start to write a poem.
How many poems have you written?
I don't know, 2,000,
Really?
2,500, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many poems are in this book?
So in that book, there's 175 poems,
Okay.
and they kind of follow, from being hopeless to hope.
Oh, okay.
And there's 40 pieces of original artwork in there too. I'm a big art lover, and it's
Share that with us a little bit.
well, I just anything.
You're an artist as well.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
They're pieces of art from people, uh, in the United States, around the world.
Okay.
Like I'd see somebody's stuff on Instagram that I liked, and I'd start following them, liking their stuff, and then when I started the book, I was like, man, anything that moves my emotions to me is super important, and
Mm-hmm.
art's one of those things. And so they either inspired a poem or they fit a poem, just had the feel of it. And so I thought it was important to share that in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
That's
that moves
beautiful.
to
That's
emotion,
definitely a
man.
beautiful book. Do you remember one poem in particular that um, changed somebody's life when
Oh,
they read it?
I mean, I've had a couple people say, "Wow, this one really resonated with me."
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Do you remember one in particular, or
uh,
you don't have to
so
like say the whole thing, but just like
there's
tell me a story about that.
there's a very wonderful person I met. Her name's Stacy Lauren.
Okay.
She does the Do the Thing movement, and look her up. Do the Thing. Um, but there was one that's really resonated with her, and she talks about it to everybody. And
No way. Okay.
it's called Mass, and it's basically, you don't have to keep pulling this mask over your face over who you are for the outside world. You can lift it and just be who you are.
Oh, I
Is
love
the
that.
essence of it. But that one really resonated with her.
That's the essence of it,
Yeah,
basically.
and
Wow.
I had actually the lady who did the cover for the book. I wrote one called I believe it's called Rise, or I Rise, something like that. I write a lot of poems, so, and I had shared it with her, and she said her husband was going through some stuff, and it really resonated with him, gave him hope, and
Mm-hmm.
just to hear things like that,
That's just
I mean
beautiful.
it made it all worthwhile.
No, 100%. So are you planning to write another book?
I am. I actually my ADHD kicked in about 2 weeks ago, and I've been meaning to write it for a year, and I compiled all the poems, put it all together, and I'll probably put it out in about 2 or 3 months.
Do you have a name for it yet?
It's called Love, a mini
Oh,
splintered thing, and it kind of follows the same, all the the crushes, the good and the bad, the heartache. It follows that, and just super honest with. And again, it's my
right.
journeys and in my uh, relationship with love.
Wow, that's beautiful. So is this the one, Masks?
I believe so.
That's the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Let's read it a little bit. Mask after mask after mask, all layered, one after another, piled on top of each other, not knowing how I look without a mask. Who would I be would I even know? Worse yet, maybe at the end of the day, I wear the mask and fear that it's blank. Under them all, no face, no one is it to be found, feeling like a trail of periods. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Mm. Yeah, well, right. I was splitting myself up into a whole bunch of different people.
Yeah,
Right. I was work Scott. I was home Scott. I was friend Scott. I was drinking buddy Scott. And I got to a point where I didn't know who was who
right,
and who I was showing up as. And what I discovered when I started digging into it and working on myself and working with coaches is just show up as yourself to everything. Right. It's about alignment. Who are you? Get back to who you are.
I love
You know,
it.
who you were
Yeah,
meant to be.
yes.
Instead before the world kicked in
Mm-hmm.
and society and everyone around you and social media and all that puts all this pressure on you to you need to be this or that and
Yeah,
be who you are. Follow your passions.
you see that on
Love
social
yourself
media a
first.
lot, actually.
Yeah.
You don't take a picture unless it has filter, and you got to edit all the videos and everything.
Yeah. People maybe wish I filter this, but I don't. So
This is unfiltered.
yeah.
So, all right, this is amazing, and so let's talk about a little bit of your morning routine. How does that look like?
Right. You read a bunch of things and do this in the morning, do that in the morning, um I don't have a morning routine. It's like, oh
Yeah.
crap, I better get up and get going. um I
Better
just
get my butt out of the bed.
right. I try to just have an optimistic mindset throughout the day. I don't like, again, things I've learned from, Pauline and other coaches is I want to be positive.
Mm-hmm.
If you step in a pile of poop, it's still a pile of poop. Right. And
Ex-
trying to spray, something on it so it doesn't smell
Right,
isn't going to make it any better. And if you try to fool yourself into that, you're not having the right mindset.
right.
But if you're optimistic, hey man, I can wash this off and it'll be okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's up and
definitely.
downs, the roller coaster of life. It, from what I've learned is you can't avoid the ups and downs, but try to keep them so they aren't peaks and valleys, right? And just all you can control is how you react to them.
Right,
And the sooner you can get back into your routine of who you are and what you do, the quicker you can do that, the better.
right,
But everybody's going to fall out of that. Everybody's going to have a peak and a valley. It's just the consistency to get back into your normal.
right. So, what motivates you every morning
Mm,
to get out of bed, to get going,
um,
help others, motivate others? Do
I
you do
think
anything specific? Do you read
no.
a book or
It's
go for a walk? Do you listen to some music?
I love music again. Things
Mm-hmm.
that move your emotions and passions, but it's more just the mindset for me of following my core values.
Right,
Right, I'm going to be who I am, and everything I can do, or as much as possible. Right.
right.
Um.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
So, core values:
Being authentic,
being authentic,
humor.
humor.
I'm pretty sure humor saved my life a few times over the years. Right. Just being able to laugh at myself or a situation. Um. Personal growth. Um. Keeping an open perspective and just continue to try to improve upon myself
Right,
and creativity. Doing something that is an outlet and putting myself into things.
right. Can you
Um,
describe your growth
um,
from before to now? Like, what has happened?
uh, I mean, besides being carried out of parties because I was too drunk to walk and things like that. I used to be a victim.
Right,
Oh, poor me. Oh, people are out to get me. Oh, woe is me. To not being a victim, hey, that happens. I control how I react to things. So it's not on anybody else really. It's on me.
right,
And trying to set boundaries of stop people pleasing. I was a people pleaser. I wanted people to like me. And when you're authentic, if they don't, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It just, some people aren't your people, and learning to be okay when people aren't okay with you.
Right.
But if I set out with the intention to have interactions with people to help them,
Mm-hmm.
or to be as impactful as possible, um, I know my intentions, my heart's right. And despite however it turns out, I started out with the right intention, and being able to take your ego out of certain things.
Right.
And if you've done something incorrectly or wrong, own up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have a favorite quote?
Oh, I really love the Maya Angelou one and I don't remember exactly, but the people won't remember what you do for them or what you sold them, but they'll remember how you made them feel.
Right.
That that goes along with my philosophy on life, really.
Yeah.
You know,
I have to look that up.
yeah, it's
So, do you have a favorite book beside your book
uh,
that you wrote?
I really don't. Um, I read different things or listen to different things.
Right.
Just anything that can help me grow,
Right.
or just entertain me, right? Make me laugh. So, yeah.
How about a favorite movie?
Oh, man. My all-time favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you go to Las Vegas and see it?
I have not yet. No.
My wife and I went, I don't know, a few months ago. We went to the Sphere. It was amazing.
Did you see that?
Yes, The
Oh,
Wizard of
man.
Oz
Yeah.
in Las
In the
Vegas
Sphere.
in the Sphere.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I really suggest you go check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to
If
put
that's
that
your
on my
favorite
list.
movie, you gotta
It
go.
is my all-time favorite movie. So, but
Yeah.
I like all sorts of, I'm a big
Mhm.
superhero guy, collect comic books.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm a big kid that's never grown up.
Who's your favorite hero?
I mean, my last name's Thornton. I like Thor a lot.
Oh, Thor. Right.
Spider-Man, probably more of a Marvel guy than DC, but I like all
Yeah.
sorts of
Oh,
them.
Marvel for sure.
Give me a good story. Give me a tearjerker.
Well, maybe you can write a book about comics. Create your own.
Yeah, I might one of these days. You never know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what do you like most? Coffee or tea?
Diet Coke.
Oh,
I don't drink either one of those. I'm a Diet Coke guy in the morning.
nice.
And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
probably too late into the afternoon.
And so, what's your future vision of Scott? What are you thinking?
Hmm.
I know you want to motivate people. You want to be speaking on stage. You want to write more books. You want to start, another podcast. You got so much going on. What would you like to see happen?
Um, at some point, I'd like to be able to just help people that are going through transitions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, again, back when I was going through my stuff, there wasn't a place to just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let it out and be able to not be judged, not be labeled. So it's something where I can use my experience to help guide people through through confusing,
Yeah.
sometimes very upsetting steps. So I'd like to do that at some point. I did start a men's group.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Men's Den,
I love it.
and we meet once a month, and it's
You meet in person or
yeah,
on Zoom? Okay.
yeah, in person, here in Temecula, and it's just so, again, to fill that void that I couldn't find. So men can come together and just let things out.
Yeah. I
Talk about
believe
what's on their
men need
mind.
men.
And no labeling, no judging, no
Yeah.
fixing,
Yeah.
right? I'm
No
not going to
judging, no
fix
fixing.
you,
Mm-hmm.
but if I have a shared life experience or someone else there, sure, let's talk about that and see if it can point you in a direction. But it's just so men can, we're not, it feels like we haven't been allowed to be ourselves.
Right.
You got to be, the money earner or this tough stoic, man, I'm supporting my family and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're all that, but we're also the soft, mushy,
Mm-hmm.
emotional part that we've been told that we can't be. And so it's a place where you can just let things that are bothering you
I love that.
out.
Yeah, this is great. By the way, I love that shirt.
Thank you. It's very
It's beautiful.
summery. Yes.
Reminds me, I gotta go back to Hawaii.
I bought
you
it to
been?
go to a wedding.
Okay.
I got invited to a wedding in Hawaii back in, it was March or April. April, I think. So I bought it to go to because it was on the beach, and so
You bought it to go to a wedding
yeah.
in Hawaii?
In Hawaii, yeah.
And how was that?
Beautiful.
Which
Amazing.
island?
We were on Maui for that.
Oh, I love Maui.
Yeah. So that was our first time in Maui. And then 4 years ago, maybe. Man, isn't time funny?
Time
so
flies,
relative.
for sure.
We went for the first time. I took my family. That was one of my BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals when I took over running Temecula and Nelson was take my family to Hawaii, because that's expensive, man.
Yeah.
And we went to the Big Island.
Sometimes you get deals.
Yeah. But that was a big thing. Like that was a milestone for me.
Yeah,
man,
for sure.
Yeah, took the family, and it was beautiful too.
Did you enjoy it?
I can understand why. I can understand why people want to stay there forever.
Yeah.
My goodness.
One time I went to Hawaii, and we enjoyed our time. My wife and I just loved it. And I thought of staying there.
Yeah.
For a moment,
I started getting the wheels.
I was like, oh, maybe we'll buy a condo here and stay here for a year or two, honey. What do you think?
Yeah.
She's like, no.
Yeah. And then you see, their food prices, and
it's very expensive. So, all right. So, any last minute thoughts that you can give someone out there listening to this podcast right now to inspire them, motivate them, or something like that?
I mean, really, it's the more you're aligned with who you are within yourself and can spread that out into the world and what you do, I think the happier, more at peace you're going to be with what you're doing and yourself. It's funny. I always felt guilty for doing things for myself. But the whole saying, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Right.
You can't pour into other people when you're empty. So it's okay to start with yourself and then spread outward. Align with what you want to do. Align with who you are, and be that in, I would say, in everything, but at home, business. The more you're yourself and doing what you can do for you, and then spread it to other people, the better you're going to be, the better your circle's going to be, and the better the world's going to turn out.
100%. Definitely.
I mean, the world can use a lot of help right now.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to another episode of What Is Your Story. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
You guys, don't forget, you got to buy his book. Where can they find his book?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
You can get hardcover, softcover, audiobook.
You are okay. You are okay. Buy the book. You are okay. Well, thank you so much again. And you guys, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.